I've had a whole week, but since Tuesday, to get a review and a preview up, and for once it's not the Premier League getting in my way, but it's actually work. I've already done 50 hours this week, so I apologise that there won't be a review this week, because what's the point? It's Thursday now. This might only get up by Friday, maybe Thursday night. Gameweek 22's been over. It's been over for a while. A lot of people have reviewed it, so I'm just going to jump in with a preview of Gameweek 23 with a little bit at the beginning of how I did and how other people did. So let's get into Gameweek 23 preview. What's up guys, JNO here, and welcome to JNO United. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and remember, it's all about the game. Now I want to apologise if I don't seem as energetic and as happy as usual. Literally I'm going to record this, edit, eat, shower, shave and go bed. But Game Week 22 was not bad for us at all. We got 61 points, which is pretty good when the average is 46. There were people that got better, and that's because they captained Aguero. Unfortunately, I worried that Aguero would blank again, so I went to Harry Kane, who didn't do too badly, but just didn't do as well as Aguero. But 61 points I can't complain with. My ranking has now improved, so that is always what we want to see. I'm at 133,781st, and the only downside of the game week really was I left Ashley Williams on the bench. But as we can see, it was green arrows everywhere apart from Kirkjoy's head-to-head league. We managed to get a win in the Certified Super League against Chop Suey, almost doubling his score, and that means we are still sitting in third, 45 points, 3 above Benteke Fried Chicken and 3 behind Mank. The top scorer in the Certified Super League was Hitless Wonders. He captained Aguero and managed to get 71 points. With I've Got a Feeling, who's been on a run recently with 70 points, and Control Alt Delete 68. So I was actually the 5th highest scoring in the Certified Super League. Callum Sims actually pulled away a bit from the pack because the others got 50 and 45, whereas he got 66. So he's now 15 points ahead of triple captain Hazard, Williams C, and Mohamed Armin Ahmed is falling behind the pack, Zamalek FC only getting 45. I moved up to 18th, so back in the top 20, which is good. And the highest scoring player in the Certified Premier League was Craig Williams, Barashi Atif, 83 points with Aguero as captain, 82 points went to Rooney Lampok with Tambadu FC, and as you can see, all the top dogs captained Aguero. And the dream team, which is something I'm planning on adding to the preview from now on, had the likes of Bun, who I don't think will ever get in another dream team, Daniels, Williams and Target. I used to have Daniels, which is annoying. I had Williams on the bench. Ward-Prowse, who I don't think anyone really picked. Ericsson, Wijnaldum, Fabregas and Silva. Silva's now looking like a viable option to swap out for De Bruyne, Aguero and Kane. So we'll now go on to the preview. To be honest, it's probably all going to be pretty short, so I apologise for that. Here is my team for Game Week 23. I'm not making any transfers, going to try and hold on, so I've got 2 transfers if I need to make any quick changes. We've got Butland in goal. Leicester haven't been scoring lots recently, so I'm hoping that continues. Cresswell, Simpson and Alderweireld. Cresswell I'm a bit worried about. West Ham have done well against the big sides, but with that being said, I think Everton and Arsenal are more likely to score than Man City in this week's fixtures. Simpson and Alderweireld, probably just the best of a bad bunch. Alderweireld's the defender I'm hoping will get the clean sheet points. We have Payet, Ali, De Bruyne and Ozil in midfield. Ozil could be back. We're hoping he's back. We'll just have to see and wait for that. But we do have Albrighton, and Albrighton can get an assist or 2. We have Ighalo, Aguero and Kane as the front 3 as usual, and I'm thinking of captain Ighalo. I think he could be a captain differential pick because Aguero against West Ham, Kane against Palace. I think Ighalo has the easiest fixture, so he may get some goals. He's been on a bit of a barren spell, but I'm putting my money on him breaking that. In the Certified Super League, we're coming up against Allen's 11, which got 62 points last game week, which is pretty good. And he's got the likes of Payet, Ali, Mahrez, De Bruyne, Cresswell, Simpson, Dyer, Butland, Aguero, Lukaku and Ighalo. So a very, very similar team. Looking at the fixtures, I'm thinking Liverpool should get a win against Norwich, but I don't have any Liverpool players, which worries me a bit. Spurs against Palace, I imagine Spurs will get the victory, but I don't think they'll be that dominant. Leicester Stoke could go either way. Man United versus Southampton, who knows with Man United and Southampton, they've both not been very reliable this season. Sunderland, Bournemouth, I actually think Sunderland might steal a victory here. They've looked really good recently. I know they conceded a lot of goals against Tottenham, but there's something about them now when there wasn't before. Watford, Newcastle, I'm thinking Watford should take this, especially at home. We'll see. Newcastle have become slightly better, and Wijnaldum and Perez and the like are actually starting to perform. West Brom versus Aston Villa, probably going to be a very boring derby, but we'll see. West Ham, Man City, hoping for a West Ham win, of course, but I've got Aguero and De Bruyne, so I'm not quite sure how this will work for me this week. I'll be watching the game, kind of wanting Aguero and De Bruyne to score, but wanting West Ham to still win with some Cresswell assists, please. Then we have Everton, Swansea. A bit worried about not having an Everton player in this game because Swansea on their travels usually concede. And then big game, Arsenal versus Chelsea. Also, here is my pick for Premier Punt. Now, if you don't know what Premier Punt is, it featured on my channel last year in December, and Premier Punt is where you pick a team for that specific game week and you put some money on the line. So what you do is you pick your team, you put some money on the line by picking a game which has an entry cost, and then if you come in the top 2, 3, or maybe only the first place, you win the money that was put in. Because you're picking for the game week only, you can go for the win. Doesn't matter if you don't win that week, you don't win. But if you do, you make some money. I've so far entered £10 when I started this in December, and I'm now up to £25, so that's £15 profit, so I can't complain. I've not really entered any of the big ones yet, but I have been entering Challenger Pundits, which is run by FPL Tips, and my team is De Gea, Nathan Ake, hopefully I said that right, Leighton Baines, Patrick Van Aanholt, Aaron Ramsey, David Silva, Dele Alli, McLean, which is just a shout because he's coming up against Villa and the likes of Morrison and so on are injured, Romelu Lukaku, Roberto Firmino and Igalo. So hopefully I'll win some more money this week. If you want to join, just head over to Premier Punt. It's pretty simple how to enter, it talks you all through it. Finally, the last thing I want to talk to you about today is a transfer that has me excited, that I'll be monitoring and seeing how he performs, and that transfer is Charlie Austin. Now the reason I'm excited is because he was a great player for me last year. I had him when the time was right to own him, and I managed to get rid of him at the right time as well. But if we look at the stats, we can see in the 2014-15 season, playing for QPR, who remember got relegated and were very poor, he played 35 games. In those 35 games, he got 18 goals, which was 4th highest in the league for that season. Assists, he got 8, which was 3rd highest amongst strikers. Goal involvement, 62% of all QPR's goals involved him. Overall total score, he managed to get 176 points that season, which was 8th out of everyone in the game. Points per game average of 5, which was 10th best out of everyone in the game. Attempts on goal, 130, which was 2nd best out of everyone in the game. Attempts on target, 2nd, 52 attempts on target. And shots inside the box, 76, which was 3rd best in the league. Now that was playing for QPR, who got relegated. Imagine if Southampton click and they have Charlie Austin up front. Imagine the damage he could possibly do. Now of course, I'm always being cautious when someone is signed to a new club, so I'm waiting to see what happens, but at 7 million, he could be a steal. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry it's been a very rushed episode, I'm sorry it's come out very late, but unfortunately I've been busy. Please like and subscribe, and next week I do have some time off in the week, so I should get the channel running back to normal with the FPL preview and review. I've been JNO. You've been awesome, and remember, it's all about the game.